100 rated chess. But it is St. Patty's Day, and you must drive the snakes out of Ireland. If your opponent moves a piece, or pawn, to your side of the board, you can only capture it with a bishop. All said pieces, and pawns, must be removed when the game ends. Adding pawns is probably making this significantly harder than it was. But of course, I'm not a coward. We get a 108 from India. e4. Knight c6. Aha! That knight is threatening knight b4 and knight d4 infiltrating my side of the board and activates the challenge. Can't let that happen. c3 preventing both moves. c3 is actually a very counterintuitive move, taking away the queen's knight most natural square. I only happened to know about this move thanks to the Ponziani opening on Chessreps. Chessreps is an opening learning website that teaches you chess openings in a fun and interactive way. While most people study their openings like a midterm exam that they're destined to fail, Chessreps stripped away the boredom and replaced it with a sleek and addictive experience, designed to turn your opening theory into muscle memory. No more passive spectator mode. Chessreps forces you to physically play through the lines yourself, creating deep muscle memory that no other lectures can ever match. Check out Chessreps today through the link in the description below. Back to the video. Knight back to b8. Well, I have no complaint. d4. I only care if he lands on my side or not. Whatever he does on his side doesn't matter. His side, his choice. Knight f6. f3. Let me guess. Knight back to g8. Didn't happen. But that blunders a pawn. Okay, now you pull your knight back. You know how to do this. You did this before. Do not cross the red line. It is still way too early to activate the challenge. Yes. Okay, but now there is queen h4, a much more realistic threat than the previous horses. h4 preventing his queen. Well, technically he can still go queen h4, which actually wins a free rook and forces a bonk loud. But I mean, who plays like that anyway? Right? Yes. Bishop c4. I forgot about this. Never mind. g3. Ha! Literally everything is safe. This game is going very well, very smoothly. c5. Knight e2. Knight c6 again. Knight f4. The best way to prevent his pieces from going to my side is to quickly destroy them on his side of the board. Knight a5. Okay, that is really bad. I didn't see that. Bishop d5 is kinda forced. Alright. It's fine. At most this pawn is crossing the line, but I say we can totally deal with a pawn. Queen c7. Aha. He's threatening to take on e5. But no. I am the attacker here. Queen a4. If queen e5, I take his knight. The classic overload tactic. Now he can only pull his knight back and I pull my bishop back to continue blocking his c-pawn. b6 instead. That blunders a rook. Well, even though now he can go bishop b7, which actually traps my bishop and forces a trade, and I lose one of the precious 2 bishops that are necessary for the challenge. But I mean, of course no one offers a non-essential trade when they're down 6 points of materials. Right? Yes. Bishop back. Knight f6. Okay, not gonna lie, I didn't even see that. Now I look like a fool. Bishop a8. Hey, I mean, at least now bishop b7 doesn't trap it anymore, and at the end of the day, he still does not have a way to cross the red line. Never mind. Alright, now I can only capture that knight with my bishops. But guess what? I can do it right now. Ha! Absolutely very convenient. No. 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 Well, I mean, horizontal moves are very difficult to see. Never mind. Knight d2. Alright. It's fine, I still have a bishop. I mean, knight d2 temporarily blocks my bishop from defending the knight, but of course he's not gonna take it just because he can. Are you serious? Alright, you know what, I'm not even going to think anymore. The only possible way left to play this game is to go all out with him. Knight e4. If he takes my bishop, nothing can take his queen anymore and the video ends, but I just cannot care less. This is the only way I can have a chance at capturing that queen. Yes. He's scared. Bishop f4. Castle. Aha. Thank you. Alright, now as long as nothing goes past the red line anymore. b3. It's alright, we can deal with a horsey. Knight back to d6. Okay, let's do it. This is our chance to win. Bishop takes d6. Bishop takes d6. Knight takes d6. Okay, I mean now even though I don't have any bishops left to do the challenge, he also doesn't have a lot of materials left. Therefore as long as I can prevent everything else from crossing, this game is a win. Rook e8. Free rook. 1 down. d6. Free pawn. Okay, do not go to these squares, this is your last piece, no one blunders their last piece like that. Resignation. Mission accomplished.